European Dynamics, Francisco de la Vega from FICODS, Alejandro Nieto and Daniel Suarez from Digital TS, and Linda O'Mahony from Funding Box. And my name is Carmina Bocranegra, and I'm from Elliott Clouds. And I will be back to you for the Q&A section. And now, let me give the floor to our first speaker, Giuseppe Cafiso from Engineering the Hub. So, Giuseppe, the floor is yours.
Hello. Hello, welcome everybody. Nice to see you. Carmina, can you please move on the slide? Next one. Okay, let's start discussing why we need another marketplace on the cloud environment. First of all, we need to talk about what the actual status of the cloud environment is actually, or the cloud market in Europe. The cloud market is something that is continuously growing. Companies are going to use cloud services. The usage of cloud services spreading on all the sectors, both industrial, social, and so on. But the reverse side of this huge growth of the market is that European cloud providers are continuously seeing their market share going to drop, going to be covered by people coming from outside Europe that are strength, that are enhanced, and so on, and are in somehow suffocating the European cloud provider in their capability to address the market. Related to this, we have also to talk about the requirements that we have in Europe. We have a specific regulation that is not widely adopted around the world, that is requesting all the operators to respect specific rules, to respect specific criteria in order to provide service, to preserve rights, and so on. And this is another relevant topic that should be addressed, that is creating also effort on the European operators that want to provide cloud service on the market. All this is creating a market landscape where it's not so easy for the operators to be successful and to have a good visibility of the future. Next, what we are going to address? We are going to address all this stuff through a marketplace. YUMKET is the commercial name of the marketplace that we are going to adopt when the DOM project will be on the market, and this is going to happen very soon, next week. And what is the YUMKET marketplace? The YUMKET marketplace is a place where we want to consolidate the whole European cloud and edge offering from all the European cloud providers in order to have a single point of contact with the market, with the cloud, with the customer base. This will improve visibility of the European providers to the wider market, so creating more business opportunity. But it's not only that. The YUMKET marketplace will provide, embedded in the solution, some additional facility to enforce and promote the trust and the compliance of the services that will be hosted on the portal. We will provide a certification process that will test and validate the qualification of the services before they will be visible on the market. This will ensure the customers that will acquire the services through the marketplace to land on product that has been already verified in terms of compliance, so simplifying their capability to access the service. In the meantime, this is also leveraging the trustability of the provider, providing them in a better positioning in front of the market because they are being qualified as compliant with the European regulation and all the different stuff. The trustability of of the environment is enforced also by the built-in design of usage of the verifiable credentials. So everything that is ADAS compliant and this kind of stuff. So both side providers and buyers can trust that the actors that they will find on the portal are real, are verified, and have been tested through the digital signature process. On top of this, we are also providing other services, other commodities to support the business approach for both the provider and the customers. The catalog should be the wider possible. We are not defining any limiting product category. We are just defining that we are addressing cloud and edge market, but everything that fits this definition is welcome on board. And we hope this will be a good opportunity for the cloud market, European cloud market, to grow together. Next. I believe this is fine, so I will leave the stage to my colleague Sofia to provide you visibility on the next step.
So, can you hear me? I hope yes. So, good morning or good afternoon to everybody. So, before starting with the project roadmap, I would like to underline one thing, that the DOME project business has as primary goal to create a collaborative environment where YUMKET Marketplace will grow together with the platform adopters. The business model of the YUMKET Marketplace is based on a service-centered approach, having as purpose to fully align its offered services and functions with its providers and match the needs and expectations of the European and hopefully not only market. Okay. So, as you see here in the figure, the YUMKET Marketplace is going to be officially launched in the 4th of July 2024. During the first phase of its operations, the marketplace under the Inform business model will give the opportunity to providers and federated marketplaces to list their services through, of course, a verified process, absolutely free of charge. The marketplace will not offer a purchase option at the moment, but it will enable an offline possibility of contact between service providers and customers. When it comes to customers, the customers will be able to browse a curated catalog of trusted services without the need of signing up. The second phase of the marketplace operations, which is expected to start in December 2024 under the Transact business model, will also include a payments gateway. So in this phase, providers will be free to set up their direct selling models, and they are going to be charged with a minimum compliance check fee, as well as a small percentage of the revenues generated through the platform. This percentage is estimated not to be higher than 4%, but this is going to be decided through the course of the operations with more accurate data in hand. Of course, in the second phase, there will be also early bird discounts for onboarding providers and federated marketplaces. The customers will be able to purchase services according to their needs and pay in one consolidated bill through the YUMKET Marketplace. So the purchase for customers is made simple. Later on, as you see also in the third column in this presentation, expecting in December 2025, new advanced features will be added to the platform in order to support vertical market needs. And also it is expected that the platform is going to be totally handed over to the YUMKET, to the marketplace operator. Next slide, please. Okay. So to make it clear, what is a service, why should a service provider onboard YUMKET? And which are the benefits for customers to use the YUMKET marketplace? By onboarding the marketplace, providers are listed in a trusted pan-European platform that guarantees verified offering, gives the opportunity to Europe-based cloud and edge service providers to increase their visibility and outreach, and eventually expand their businesses to more markets and more customers. Apart from this, the marketplace is a platform that gives the opportunity to providers to enrich their services by discovering providers with complementary services to theirs. This means that they can easily enhance the quality and quantity of their offering and provide tailor-made solutions according to their customers' needs and expectation. So it is obvious that the value added for onboarded providers and federated marketplaces is significant. When it comes to customers of the YUMKET marketplace, the marketplace gives the opportunity to browse a single and simplified catalog of verified services according to the European guidelines and discover and compare the services that they need through an eventually big and curated list of trusted offering. In a later phase of the project, as we mentioned before, the customers will have the capability to buy combined services and pay in one consolidated bill through a fast and efficient purchase gateway. So I will now give the floor to Francisco for a demonstration of the platform. Thank you very much.
Okay, hello. Thank you everyone for attending today. Well, we have seen some information about the marketplace, so let's have a look at how this looks like. Well, first of all the different product offers that are published as part of the marketplace can be browsed without the need of having to log into the system. So here from the search view, it is possible to discover all the different product offerings that are currently published in the system. And it is possible to filter the different output using different ways. For example, it is possible to use the typical full text search in order to discover these offers, or they can be filtered using the different categories that has been created for the marketplace. When filtering by these categories, it is possible to select one single category if this is what you are looking, but you are not restricted to that. You can filter by multiple categories, etc. Okay, in addition to this basic filtering, it is also possible to filter the different product offerings by those offerings that are published by a specific provider. If this is what you want to do, the only thing that you need to do is to go to the catalogs subsection of the site, where we have all the catalogs of the different service providers, and then you are able to select one of them, and you are going to see the product offers that has been published by that specific service provider in this specific catalog. Okay. Once you have discovered the offer that you are looking for, then you are able to review the details of the offer. First of all, you can see a preview, what we are seeing here, or if you want to see detailed information, you can go to the detailed section of the specific product offer. Here in this section is where we are going to see all the information that has been provided by the different service providers about this specific product offer. Of course, well, the most relevant thing would be this description, where the provider is going to provide any information they consider to be useful and to be descriptive of the product offering they are creating. And then we have a very important section, which is this compliance profile. This compliance profile includes all the certifications the provider has and they claim to have for the product that is being offered, including ISOs and other different certificates. All these ISOs and these certificates have been taken from the European Cloud Rulebook. And one important thing is that you cannot just only provide the link to the specific certification, but taking into account that trustability is one of the cornerstones of the DOM project, these certificates are going to be also verified by DOM, and after the verification, you will have a tag specifying that that specific certificate has been verified. Okay. So in this case, you see that we have all the certificates that are not achieved yet, but so that means that we have a compliance level, and this is very important. We have a compliance level 1 in this case, because they have not been certified. But if we review another product offering, in this case, it has a level 2, we can see that we have a certificate that can be accessed, so you can see the certificate, but this has not only been uploaded, it can also be verified, which is this case. So in this case, we have a compliance level of 2, meaning that some of the available certificates has been verified. There is a final compliance level, which is the level 3. That means that all the certificates that can be verified has been verified. Okay. This is from the point of view of being an anonymous user. If we want to access the marketplace as a provider, because we want to create our offers, we want to create our catalogs, etc., we need to log into the system. And this is another very relevant point within this DOM project marketplace. Because you are going to log into the system using those verified credentials that has been issued when your company or your has been registered as a participant in DOM, providing all the digital signature, the ADAS, etc. stuff. So your company has been verified. So you are a trusted participant in this ecosystem. You are able to log into the system. And this is going to be done thanks to a wallet application that is going to allow you to send this verified credential that has been issued to your to the company and the employees on your company to the DOM marketplace. And this is what we are going to see now. So if we want to sign in the system, we have to click on this login button. This login button is going to display this QR code that comes from the verifier information, and then you can open your wallet. You can scan this QR code, and after you have scanned this QR code, you are able to send this verified credential to the DOM marketplace, which is what we are seeing now. After you have sent this verified credential to the DOM marketplace, you will be signed into the system, and you will be signed in order to be able to do things, do stuff on behalf of the participant, on behalf of the company the employee belongs to, which in this case is FICOTS. Okay. Once you have properly signed into the system, then you are able to create stuff in the DOM marketplace. In order to do that, you can go to this My Offering section, and here is where, well, you can create the different catalogs in order to group your offers. Here you can register the different services and the different resources that make your products, and then you can also register your products. For registering a product, there is a couple of information that can be provided. Here we can see that, well, you can provide some name, some branding, you can provide some description. It is possible to create bundles. You can provide any characteristic that you feel is relevant. You can choose what resources and services make your product. You can provide attachments, for example, I don't know, documentation, images, anything you feel is relevant for the product. And finally, as part of the product is where you are going to fill this compliance profile. And this is what we are seeing right now. In this compliance profile, you just need to select which are the certificates that you want, that you claim to have. Then you have to upload the specific certificate. Sorry, I'm going to go back a little bit. You have to upload the specific certificate that are going to be uploaded into the marketplace, or if your certificate is available elsewhere, you can just provide the URL to the specific certificate. Okay, and then, and this is very relevant, for those certificates that can be verified in DOM, you can provide the verification from here. And here you are seeing a QR code that is similar to the one that you have seen during the login. This is because DOM is going to verify your certificates and is going to give you a verifiable credential that establish that you actually have those specific certificates. That verified credentials is also going to be part of your wallet. And from this view, you are able to scan this QR code and you are able to provide this verified credential to the marketplace. That would change your compliance profile, as we are going to see now. This can be scanned, and then we see that we actually have that specific certificate already verified. Okay. Finally, once you have registered your product offer, the last step is creating a product offering. Here is where you are going to provide all the business-related information. This includes the main description that we have seen in the detail page, which is the product that you are going to offer. From here also, you select which are the categories of your specific offering, and very important from here is where you are going to register the pricing information of your product offering. Once all that information, you are able to publish this product offer, and after launching the product offer, it will be available in the DOM catalog. Okay, that's all from the point of view of the marketplace, and I think I'm giving the floor to Alejandro in order to make the next part of the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Francisco, and thanks DOM Project for hosting us. Please, next slide. Digital TS is a company located in Spain. It's a trust service provider under the eIDAS regulation and provides electronic signature and electronic seal, both of them by cloud electronic certificates, e-delivery, timestamp, and other services with onboarding and DLT services. Okay, due to the nature of our services are highly regulated with high security and compliance requirements. We have chosen the YUMKET marketplace to publish our services. Specifically, YUMKET offers us because our part of our catalog of services is audited by the public administration, and we have rigorously complied with European legislation. YUMKET give us guarantees that we don't have in another platforms. This is a problem that other participants of the webinar will surely have, like legal tech, fintech, or health companies with the European marketplace. YUMKET, they have more guarantees for them and their clients. Another advantage for a company of our characteristics is that the storage and the management of data is independent of the services published in the marketplace. Specifically, our catalog of services is located in different places, given that it depends on one or several providers, and in some cases in the cloud or edge. And YUMKET gives us this flexibility. This is something very interesting for companies that do not want to share their data, as it happens in healthcare companies, or that need a high concurrency, like IoT companies, or that the resources cannot be in the cloud and must be in private data center, as it happens to us. Finally, another relevant point is since our company decided to use YUMKET to offer digital services, the process has been quick and easy. YUMKET has carried out an onboarding process in which it has validated our company and provided us the tools to publish our services in a secure way. I let my colleague Alex to continue with the next slide.
Hello. Well, the marketplace portal allows you to list the certifications available for each of the services that you publish, and with the verification service that checks those certifications, allows us to differentiate ourselves from the other service providers that do not have those certifications. And we are committed to upload them for the customers to be reassured of the quality of the offered services too. The marketplace provides the necessary tools to keep the catalog up to date and the documentation and service information and the legal compliance of the service. And with the onboarding process and the verifications that YUMKET carries out, we can publish our services in an agile and simple way, and with an added trust layer that other marketplaces do not have. To conclude, we invite other companies, large and small, to use Dome. They will have global visibility and warranties of legal compliance that they will not find in other platforms, and they will reassure their customers of those certifications they have in place. Now I will let the floor to Linda from Funding Box.
Hi everyone. So here we're going to talk about what's next. How can you become part of Dome? How can you join this experience, the marketplace? So there's a number of different ways that you can contact us. You can go to the contact form within the Dome website. This will open a little contact form, just some basic information. You enter your email address and you'll get a temporary password. You enter some information about the company, and that will one of our team from Dome will contact you and help you understand what's required in order for you to be a part of Dome as a service provider. You can also start exploring all of the information and resources and videos and everything that we have to help you understand more about Dome. You can get there by visiting the Dome website. So that's domemarketplace.eu. And on the 4th of July, when the marketplace will be ready, you can visit the YUMKET website and start onboarding straight away. So yeah, please join us, and looking forward to starting the journey with you. And now I'll send you back to Carmina, where we can take your questions in the Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. And I would like to thank all the speakers for their great presentations. And now invite the audience to please ask your questions using the chat, and I'll give the floor to our speakers so they can answer them. Okay, I see a first question from Robert. Can you show how categories are added, generated on the platform? Probably this question is for Francisco.
It's basically for Francisco. Wait, is coming. I do believe I can start providing at least a verbal answer to Robert. The platform is starting with a predefined set of categories in order to start a baseline of standardization in the qualification and in description of the offering of the different providers. But the provider have the capability to define its own categorization, its own categories, if needed, to address specific market scope. Okay, so as a standard, the usual compute and data and so on, there's a huge list of categories, and there is the possibility to define the custom ones if you need to address differently your offering. I don't know if this is answering you, but now what is missing is just the click on the form. But sorry, we're missing Francisco.
No, I think that you
No, you're there.
yes, here. I think that you gave a good answer. There is a set of categories that has been defined by Dome itself. They are created by administrators. They are owning by the operator of the platform. But it is true that we are also supporting the different providers to define categories that are specific to their use case. And the way of creating them is very simple. It's just a form field. You have to provide a name and a description, and you are able to nest categories in case you want to create a tree with child categories, etc.
Okay, thank you both. I will go to the next question. So from Leonardo, are only European players allowed to join the platform?
This is, I'll take this. I'll take this. This is a very political question. We are bound with the European regulation. We are focusing on supporting the European players, but the definition of the European players, as you probably know, Leonardo, is actually in review inside the European Commission. So we will speak on the decision of the European Commission on that. I don't know if this is enough for you.
Thank you, Beppe. So our next question is from a LinkedIn user. Might a decentralized file system be useful for the community? Syncs globally automatically on private data stores?
Don't know, Francisco, if you want, I can go by myself. If you want to go by yourself, up to you, please.
No, I was just wanting to clarify. Do you mean as a product to be published in the marketplace? Is this what you are referring?
Well, I'm not sure.
I do believe this is more an architectural request. Let me try to explain briefly how this will work. As we said, the infrastructure is built in order to allow the federation of several marketplaces that can share the visibility of the products while inside the same rule set. So the products, in order to be shown in the centralized catalog and be shared with the other federated marketplace, should be approved in terms of compliance and all this kind of stuff. In terms of visibility, the capability to involve marketplaces that are already operating on the local market, because the European market is mostly a local market, is improving the capability to leverage on the already existing presence of those marketplaces that they already have a customer base, in order to improve an immediate visibility of the products that are coming from outside, from other providers that are coming from other countries. While the DOM marketplace will stay as a centralized point of view, we want to leverage on the capability of addressing the market of the local actors. DOM has built as a community project. We want to onboard and to work together with the already existing operator in the market, leveraging the capability to do the business together. We are not going to create at all competition between the actors. We are going to improve the capability to address more market in a more efficient way. The capability to have this decentralization of the point of contact, it's something similar to, how can I explain you? Several shops of the same chain, okay? Of the same selling chain. So they're addressing the local market with a common offering. This is improving the capability to do the business. You can see that wider organization, also in the retail market, are addressing the market in this way, and this is working for them. They are more successful than single shops, usually. While we know that when we go on the cloud, this is without borders, technically speaking, because you can obviously access a web site everywhere it is. But the link with the market is a key factor on all this. Hope I answered you.
Thank you, Beppe. And now we have another question from Julio. So what kind of companies will be able to join YUMKET and submit their cloud services for DOM certification? Will they have the opportunity to receive help from DOM members to solve their doubts or problems and successfully complete the process?
Absolutely, yes. First question, what kind of companies will be able to join YUMKET? Anyone, from startups to big companies, independently by the kind of service they want to provide. We don't mind if they are infrastructure provider, if they are software as a service provider, platform as a service provider, edge solution provider. Everything that is related to the cloud and edge market is entitled to be part of the catalog. The only requirement is that they have to be compliant with the regulation, with the rules. This is what we are going to be strict on. There's no restriction about the typology of services that could be provided to the market. For the second question, will they have the opportunity to receive help from DOM? Absolutely, yes. We are committed in providing support. We are already designing the capability to provide also facilities in order to help the operators in entering the market. You have many opportunities. You can join the centralized catalog directly, just joining DOM and going directly on the DOM marketplace, publishing your products. You can enter in the catalog through a federated marketplace. If you have someone that you are already linked on your premise, and the marketplace is going to be federated with us, so they can act as remote agent for the DOM ecosystem. Or you can implement your marketplace by yourself. And we are going to provide support on this. We are going to provide also the technology to build a private marketplace if you want to go there. There are different levels of complexity. Of course, just publishing the products is the simpler one. If you want to build your own marketplace, it will be a bit more complicated. Okay, but it's just technical stuff. It's just a matter to set up stuff. Or you can decide to start directly on DOM and later on to have your own marketplace if you feel that this is a good business opportunity for you. Plenty of option of freedom on this side. But we will support you on all the process. The DOM system, we have a customer care that is committed to support you on all the different phases for the onboarding. And also later, if needed, absolutely. Hope I answered.
Yeah, thanks, Pepe. I think that was clear. We don't have any more questions, or at least I don't see them in the chat. So I would like to remind all participants of the webinar that we will be sharing the recording, also the slides. And of course, if you have questions afterwards, as Beppe just mentioned, please contact us and we will be there to, make this process as easy as possible for you. So I don't know if maybe we can just close it here. Just would like to thank everyone again for your presentations and also for the attendees for your interest in the DOM project. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.